Today I'm going to be reviewing this WavesRx boating anchor that was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to open this up, show you exactly what's going to come inside this box. So it's actually going to come with this little carrying case that you can use for this anchor. So that's going to be a really nice feature that it's going to come with. This is actually going to be kind of sealed with zip ties as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a knife and cut those off. Now that I got those off, this is just going to kind of pop open like that. And you can see the anchor is going to be inside of here. Now this is actually going to come with a strap for your anchor as well. So that's going to be a really nice feature. It's going to come with this little clip that you can use when using it on the anchor. And then this could also obviously go to your boat. So this is going to be a relatively small anchor, and it's got the hook right here. You can see what that's going to look like. And then obviously it's going to kind of come out like that when it's pulling. And so it can dig down into the sand or down into the mud or whatever it is that your boat happens to go down into. So that's going to be a really nice option on this specific anchor. Let me kind of pull it out of here. This is going to be a really heavy anchor. So let me kind of just show you what it's going to look like here. So that's what it's going to look like once it is out. It should hold a small boat in place relatively easily, whether it's on a sandy bottom or a muddy bottom or even just a rocky bottom. That should work pretty well with this anchor. Let me go ahead and connect this up. I'm just going to kind of show you what it's going to work like here out in the water. Here at the water's edge, you can actually see it. Obviously, if I go further out into the pond or lake, you're not going to really be able to tell how it's going to work. And this is going to be considered their bungee rope. So you can see here that it's going to be actually a rope, but that when it tightens up, it kind of stretches out kind of like a bungee cord. So that's going to be a really cool feature. This WavesRx is also going to have a spot here so you can easily grip it when you're tossing it out into the water. Now I just got it tossed out there a little ways, so I'm going to kind of pull it in so you can kind of see how it's going to work in regards to an anchor. So it is holding it in place really nicely, and I'm just tugging on it, and I'm more getting the bungee than I am it itself, and it is now hooked right to the bottom. So you can see I'm pulling on that, and it takes a lot of effort to be able to hook it. And I'm just right at the edge here too, so it's not going to move with a really gentle breeze. You can see those hooks are kind of digging in here at the water's edge. You can kind of see how it's hooking into the ground. And so it's just after a second there, it's already hooking in really nicely. And at the water's edge, it's going to be really murky and really easy to move. But even right here, I'm having to put a lot of pressure on it to be able to pull it in. So that's how it's going to work. Once it goes under the water, it's going to kind of hook into place. Even if it's a muddy bottom or something like this one is, it's still going to take a lot of pressure to be able to pull it out. So unless you got a really windy day, it shouldn't have any issues, even with a muddy bottom or a sandy bottom, because of the way that this is going to actually hook into place. So let me pull it all the way out here, and you can kind of see what it did when it dug up there. So you can see that there, it's just gonna kind of dig in to the ground like so, and then it's gonna kind of pull into place. So you can easily, after you get it out there, you're just gonna kind of jerk it a bit, make sure it kind of stays in position. And then once that's the case, man, you're gonna have a problem moving it. It shouldn't have any issues with, the wind pulling your boat off anchor, whether you're fishing or maybe just kind of anchoring your boat in a little shallow cove or something like that. No issues at all with this anchor from WavesRx.